Security Breach. It's definitely a game. Though a lot of the game disappoints, like the lack of Vanny, the lack of good endings, a lack of glitch trap, and a lack of juiciness that was in the trailers, it felt kind of bland. And this picture that speaks, "Let's take a silly picture," has been stuck in my brain since I saw it. But a lot of it had my interest piqued. And this game has a lot of good parts, like the whole beginning, the daycare, the endos, making a pizza, Mapbot, and the screen time Vanny had. But out of all this, there's one thing that has proved to be dominant and stuck out to me as by far the best character and section of the entire game, and maybe the entire franchise as a whole. From the design, boss stage, and very clever music, I present to you the terrifying, giant, and kinda hot DJ Music Man!
Head to the security office. You'll find the staff mod repair machine there. If you see the DJ, say hello. He is such a nice fellow.
FNAF 6 Pizzeria Simulator, the first appearance of Music Man. As you would play through the game, you would unlock catalogs to buy new things for your pizzeria, such as games, decorations, and of course animatronics. Once playing through the game enough and beating nights, you would continually unlock new catalogs after buying enough items in the previous one. In the final catalog, you can scroll pretty far, getting to some really expensive things only dedicated players could get. And there you find him, in his mediocre beauty. Music Man for $19,000. If you play FNAF 6, you know that's a lot of money, so saving up for him will be a long-term investment. But there is another way to get him. If you're lucky enough, while playing the ball pit fishing minigame, you have a chance of fishing up Music Man. Also, what are the proportions for Music Man to fit in there? Let's say that ball pit is 2 to 3 meters in diameter on both sides and about 1.5 feet deep. Music Man is a 8'6". He's only a bit taller than Peppa Pig. Yes, that is canon. Music Man can then be placed and dance around on your stage, making a lot of noise. His next appearance was in the next FNAF game, Ultimate Custom Night. In this game, 55 Nights at Freddy's characters, plus a few secret ones, attack you if you want them to. You have a choice to pick from a level 1 to 20. This game is notoriously known for 50-20 mode, which is where all the animatronics on the hardest difficulty come at you, and this is the hardest FNAF night out of all of the official games. But there he is, in his little box, his little cage, where thou stays through rainy days and stormy nights, but he shall prevail. Anyways, his game mechanics are basically what you'd expect. If your office is making too much noise, either from the fan or other things, he gets closer and closer, and you hear him through his crash cymbals. And the faster and louder they get, the closer and closer he gets, then killing you if he gets close enough. Actually, I don't know how anyone would expect those mechanics. Also, his voice is so relaxing. Just listen to it.
You and I will be making music together for a long, long time. You hear that? It's the sweet, sweet sound of your eternal silence.
Now heading into Security Breach. We had the most hyped teasers and trailers, and during this, we got Freddy and Friends on tour episodes, which featured a show of that name. And it was very much like an old Saturday morning cartoon. And in the middle or end of each episode, it would show a glitch or a teaser. And one of them showed this.
Forever and ever.
And when I saw that, I literally screamed, "What? Bro, huh?" After a while, we got to the final FNAF trailer for Security Breach, and it showed this.
I will help you find it.
Music Man! And I was so hyped for it, and it looked so good. And then it came out. I'm not gonna get in the whole game because I would be here for hours. But in the game, in many event sections, you encounter this thing. It's Wind Up Music Man! This was not leaked anywhere in the trailers. But from what you could see, when you get in the vents, for one of the first times, you hear the menu theme. And as you get closer, it gets louder, and little teeny Music Man pops up, and he runs, and he is fast, withered, and tiny. And in almost every vent, from then on, he appears with his tiny little but quick legs. But the big man is about to come.
Thoughts on DJ Music Man? I love DJ Music Man. Someone asked me my favorite part of the game. Actually, my favorite part of the game is DJ Music Man's section.
You enter the elevator, ready to repair the driver assist bot. You walk into the arcade, you turn the right and approach the stage. And there he is, the giant spider-like beast, sleeping right in front of you. You wander the rest of the arcade, a big open space full of various arcade cabinets and glowy tunnels. Making your way around, you find a door which leads you into a safe office, where a robot head repair machine is. But while you're there, Hand Unit comes over to the loudspeaker and tells us,
"The West Arcade was not shut down properly. Some data may be corrupted. Initializing startup sequence. Before proceeding, reset the audio manager circuit breaker located next to the dance floor."
Turns out, if you hadn't already seen some, there are switches scattered throughout the arcade, and you have to turn them back on, halting your ability to repair the robot head. So you head back to the dance floor, and there the switch is located. You take a look at the DJ, flip the switch, and he's gone. Hand Unit informs you that you have to reset the rest of the circuit breakers, once in the janitorial service and twice in the arcade. 3 zones remain. You head to the bathrooms near the dance floor, and when entering one of them, you find a door leading to one of the circuit breakers. The circuit breaks, the ground shakes. You hit the brakes, you made a mistake, staying awake. Your feet ache, this isn't a dream, this isn't fake, huh, piece of cake, everything's at stake! Bro, I'm literally a rapper now, I'm not gonna lie. The door opens and Music Man's head is right there. You're spotted and he reaches his arm to get you, moving it around, switching doors and peeking in every so often. His large black eyes staring into your soul. Keeping danger in mind, you bolt out to the opposite door. He's reaching in and you keep running. You turn around and he crawls into the tunnel above the bathrooms. Now you realize that there are tunnels completely surrounding you throughout the West Arcade, and he could come through any one of them. You run to the ends of the arcade, finding another switch, and along the way encountering Music Man multiple times, crawling across the walls, ceiling, and floor, chasing you and disappearing into more tunnels. Scavenging the area, you find another switch, being careful, and Monty, who literally just sits there on the floor in that one spot the entire time, and if you flash him with the camera, he literally yells out in pain for so long. It's so sad. Music Man disappears into another tunnel, and you head towards the final switch located at the end of the giant hallway with one final opening. Turning on the circuit breaker pans your camera towards the opening, and he steps out.
Music Man!
The music gets to its highest, and the DJ is crawling at you faster than ever, flinging arcade cabinets and other things into you, making it harder for you to navigate. Your stamina is running low, but the DJ's running faster. Actually, that's kind of a sick bar. The mechanics of this fight are actually pretty clever. If you're near Music Man, you need to get away, but then the arcade cabinets and shelves he's throwing at you are in the air, meaning they provide a long-range danger. Not so much as they are dangerous themselves, but when you stop from advancing, they slow you down, bringing you closer and closer to the approaching danger, adding a lot of adrenaline and intensity to this fight. You're halfway there, the ground is shaking, you say a prayer, the monster's chasing. Oh god, I'm making a rap now. You turn around and see it coming, please Gregory, just keep running. You're almost there, you turn a corner and enter the office door, slamming the door shut. DJ Music Man turns the corner just in time to see the door shut, and he sits there patiently, ready to grab you with every intent. Though if you have common sense and no hacks, you won't be coming back there anytime soon. You repair the head and walk back to the stage and see DJ Music Man jamming out and having a great time. It's kinda epic. And you head back with the repaired head to take down Roxanne. Oh wait, it's just a cutscene. You already know how much of a jam DJ Music Man's theme is, along with another secret song that you can hear. So when you open up your watch, you get a message saying, "Congratulations on your installation of the new and improved DJ Music Man. The DJ features eons of musical enjoyment using a patented technique called improv, royalty free. No two songs are ever the same. Save a fortune on cleanup. Using a series of connected tubes, the DJ Music Man can run cleaning routines between set lists, and if need ever arises, activate the new Bouncer Mode. Warning, Bouncer Mode is still under development. Use of Bouncer Mode will void your warranty." Thank you so much, Music Man, for putting this song, this exact one, into the game. Now let me stare at your feet for another 10 minutes. Now, when we switch the lever next to the main stage, it starts to play with a series of beats at 120 beats per minute, on the A-flat key signature with the 4/4 time signature. Now this beat is pretty random, and you can start to see how the improv feature works. This beat is full of tons of different drums and claps, like a random library of sounds mixed together. It's like every single instrument is different and then looped again in the next measure. And every time you switch a lever, the song elevates and gets more intense or adds another instrument on top. Now, the music is a mechanic to the gameplay as well. Not only is it a banger, but the closer the DJ is to you, the louder or quieter the music gets. So if you hear the music loud all of a sudden, he's probably climbing on the wall or coming out of a tunnel next to you. You switch another lever and you hear this sound. This plays every time you switch a lever to easily transition the music to the next stage without cutting it to the next song sounding sudden and off. But it's funny because I see it as Music Man's growl, like, "Get off my property before I blow your head off." Next is the guitar and the growing synth behind it. It makes you feel so epic, like a mix of NCS and rock. Next is what I can only describe as an electronic violin, on top of that already playing. And it plays a tune that actually comes later in the track as well. This sounds somewhat ominous as a mysterious giant creature is chasing you and can come at you at any time. Following that, it completely changes and the beat switches to a more standard one, as an alarm goes off and on. This is what I could imagine as the background noise because the DJ is on the loose and the security alarms are going off. But then it also said it was protocols. But whatever, it's still cool. The beat slowly goes down and down, and then the alarm starting it back up again, giving a feeling of time running out and fear. And slowly the synth from earlier coming in, growing louder and louder. Then the next stage, a more plucky and delayed reverb synth takes on the guitar's role and plays the same tune, while a deafening marimba drones out, playing the violin from earlier. Though this time it sounds as if something will come out of the dark at any moment to chase you. Funny thing is, that happens. You switch the last lever, and every single stage of the song plays at the same time, resulting in the ultimate climax. Everything you have done has led to this point, and the chaotic beauty of the music represents it perfectly. A laser synth louder than everything else starts to blare over everything, acting as a metaphor for Gregory's screams of fear. It can also serve as the final alarm going off, but nonetheless it sounds amazing. Rising to a higher note, it gets more intense as the door gets closer and closer. You turn the corner and make it. The DJ is off your tail and the music gets quieter as the DJ crawls away from you. Oh my gosh, this song is a masterpiece. After that, if you return to Music Man, he is dancing and DJing to the secret theme that not many people have heard, but it's actually really good. You can still tell DJ Music Man is using the royalty-free improv. All the instruments work together and it's very atmospheric. It sounds very rustic and new at the same time, mostly because of the clangy drum beat in it. Overall, the soundtrack of this section of the game is on point. Funny thing is that he has piano teeth, and none of his songs actually include piano. Or maybe that's so he can have kids play his piano teeth and... Oh, okay, never mind. In this part of the video, I'm just going to compare DJ Music Man to the rest of the characters in the game and their segments in the game. Alright, starting with the obvious, Gregory. You play as this little garbage kid. He's annoying and tiny whiny, and his hair is kinda greasy, and he sounds like a girl in more than half his voice lines. What? Music Man could stomp over him with 1 foot, like the ant that lives in my backyard. Okay, Glam Rock Freddy. You know, Glam Rock Freddy is probably one of the better characters in this game, so I won't go too harsh. See, Freddy is really nice, which I like. He is also a very helpful and essential part to the game, but his battery is really crap. He also gets a terrible voice near the end of the game. DJ Music Man doesn't even have a battery, and he doesn't even have a voice! In this case, less is more, huh? Alright, Montgomery Gator. This little kiddo killed Monty, bruh. I would consider Monty the only character with a boss fight in this game, if you consider Music Man a boss. And guess whose boss fight is boring? Monty's. He sucks. His only good quality is the fact that he plays the bass. Monty's whole point is to be the brawn and bulk of the team. But look at my man DJ! He is ripped! Look at him! Monty comes up, "Hey Music Man, I challenge you to a fight," and Music Man just goes, "Okay," and flicks him across the stratosphere. Glamrock Chica. See, Glamrock Chica is white, which automatically discards her ability to have an opinion. But DJ, he's pink, okay? Pink people have the right to an opinion. See, Chica plays the guitar, and okay, the guitar is cool. But if you play the guitar, you cannot be more bland of a person. If you ask someone, "What instrument do you play?" and they say the guitar, bruh. But if they say they DJ with 6 different arms, oh boy, they are so cool. Roxanne Wolf. If this is your favorite character, you are a certified furry. I literally forgot what instrument she plays. Oh yeah, a guitar, I guess? Okay, that's pretty cool. But bro, Roxanne gets her eyes taken out and she can't even see, right? Look at Music Man. He does not have pupils, just big open black sockets, and somehow he looks better than Roxanne. Just imagine if he had eyes. Wait, never mind. No, stop. No, stop! The daycare attendant is epic. He's so new and original, man. Props to Steelwool. I love Sun. Moon is okay, but the idea itself is so cool. I bet if DJ Music Man and Sun met up, they would be friends, you know? He would take DJ to the daycare and they would hang out, right? They would be buddies. I have nothing against Sun, but I have to say, DJ Music Man's safety protocols are way cooler than Sun's.
Security alert! Security alert!
Vanessa. Now, as I said with Chico, white people don't deserve to have opinions. Freddy, you're supposed to be on lockdown. Now, Vanessa is just an annoying character with no intimidating presence at all. And look at her jump scare. That's the worst garbage ever. But Music Man, oh boy, oh hot diggity dog. Now, Music Man is just an amazing character with so much intimidating presence. And look at his jump scare. That's the coolest thing ever. Vanny could have been so cool. The most hype ever, but she was barely in the game. In the scene she was in though, she was amazing. But sadly, I'm not having fun yet. In the game, she doesn't even have a way of killing you. No knife. She just picks you up and tickles you while you crap the crap out of yourself. DJ though? Huh, where'd Vanny go? Staff bots, alright. These make the game not scary. These boys roll around in the mall with the second worst jump scare in the game, and they numb you to the scariness. While the DJ, he does the opposite. He makes the game scary. And spawning the animatronics, but I love Mattbot. He's the silliest, goofiest thing. Oh, look at him. He's just a little silly goofster. Wind Up Music Man, okay? He's the little brother, but he's still Music Man. But he's as withered as he is in size. Just a teeny bit. Just a little eensy weensy. But DJ Music Man, he's as clean as he is in size. Huge. He's kinda dirty, but overall he's really new and clean, kind of. Glamrock Endos. The Glamrock Endos are little scaredy cats. They freeze when you look at them. Look at those introverted little kiddos. But seriously, the Endos are pretty cool. They aren't amazing, but you know what is amazing?
Music Man!
The Endos are no match for him. He could fling them up in the air. Sure, if they were playing red light, green light, the Endos would win. But since when did a giant spider DJ play red light, green light, huh? He's too cool for the Endos little games. Glamrock Bonnie, I have as much to say about him as much he is in the game. None. So therefore, if he doesn't exist in the game, DJ Music Man has to be better, huh? Glamrock Mr. Hippo. Not gonna lie, if there was an actual Glamrock Mr. Hippo instead of the newspaper, he might be a good competitor against Music Man, but not in a fight. He would chuck him faster than I chuck my firstborn child. Wet floor signs are cute, and the DJ Music Man is cuter. The Blob. if he was not introduced in the last 5 minutes of the game and executed better, it would be cool. He's like a little worm. What's weird about him is what's part of him. Bonnie, Chica Baby, the Puppet, Funtime Foxy, and more. How? Feels like Steel Wool just wanted to drop an easy ending to do with all the animatronics in one. But you know what wasn't lazy and had passion put into it? Music Man! Burn Trap sucks. His design is pretty cool, but still just a lazy ending, and he's kind of a zombie like the unbred from Overcooked, but not bread. DJ Music Man is better because he isn't dead and he isn't a zombie, and in fact, he actually had passion and care put into him. Helpy's cute too, and Comedy Bot is so funny, bro, but DJ Music Man, he isn't funny. He doesn't say any jokes, so I don't really know how to compare. For now, or forever, I think this is it for Music Man. This is the biggest role he has played in any FNAF game, and I think that's really all the spotlight he needs. He got the coolest part in the game. I was hoping for the rest of the game to be like this, high intensity and very well made. He already got 2 full cameos, and they were both amazing. DJ Music Man might be shown in another game, but he won't play a big role. But I'm not even sure about that. He had a great role in design where we got to see him. Now, I do have a couple theories about this though. And when I say theories, I mean things I came up right on the spot when writing this. The DJ seems very friendly and nice to Glamrock Freddy, as he tells us. He is such a nice fellow. Though when we flip the switch, he disappears, probably going behind the dark stage. Hand Unit informs us that this is his protocols, so I don't think it's Vanny behind the DJ. His only goal is to find a life form causing the problem and take care of them, as we see in the bathroom and final chase. But after that, we just see him DJing on the stage, so I don't actually think he could fully recognize the humans he is chasing and probably just thinks we are part of the problem. Because if he recognized who he was chasing was a literal child, he'd probably be more conscious of his actions and say, "Hey buddy, you wanna go to the adoption center? Maybe, you know, I could buy you a drink afterward." He can of course recognize the animatronics because they can probably recognize each other through their hardware or software, and that's why Glamrock Freddy is friends with him. Or, instead of him just not recognizing a threat, he's actually blind. This is less likely because he sees us in the bathroom and starts reaching for us, but it would also explain why countless times he sees us crawling on the walls and instead of continuing to chase us, crawls into a tunnel off to the side. Or this may just be for the convenience of time conservation with the tunnel system. Maybe if he's blind, that's why he cannot recognize us as a child, or if we are present while he's partying. And he also has no pupils, but all music men, plural of man is men. So yeah, all music men we have seen so far are like this. So I don't know, none of what I'm saying in this part is confirmed, but it's just things I've been thinking about while just writing this out. I did not think about these at all beforehand. Overall, Music Man is easily the best character in the game, with his boss stage, sound design, music, his hype up to his session in the game, and how he's presented with the tunnels, scares, and chasing at the end. This is the main aspect of the game I could fully admire, and DJ Music Man has the coolest design I've seen out of any Five Nights at Freddy's character in the entire franchise. The music is a bop and very cleverly composed, and every design of the animatronic was thoroughly put together, and everything about this is amazing. And that's why DJ Music Man is the best character in the game.